Hey Johan, really nice to see you again. I'm really pleased to be able to jump on this call with you, and I really want to take this opportunity sort of to introduce you to anyone that might be following along and hearing about the story of working with us and the story of the growth of the brand that you work in. It's pretty inspiring, and to see the growth's been pretty amazing. So I just wanted to check in with you and just so people that are watching, what is it that you do? What is it you sell, and what's your role?
I'm head of marketing for Makedo, which is a toy brand, and we sell tools for kids to make with cardboard. And we sell online, we sell internationally, and that's about it.
Amazing. And it's a really unique product, like the toy. And I wouldn't even call it's not a toy, right? It's designed for kids, but it's definitely not a toy. It's well, how would you explain the type of product you sell?
Yeah. Well, the end user is definitely kids, but adults love it too, and they are tools, so they really allow you to build, to make whatever you can imagine, and yeah, it's appreciated by big and small, young and old, which is really good, and absolutely the uniqueness is really an asset for us. It's kind of new in the market, and it hasn't really made its way to the mass quite yet.
Mm.
We're working hard into for this to happen. So yeah, definitely, it's been great to market product that is really unique and bringing like value to the people, and that is educational and screen free. It's a fantastic product.
Absolutely is. Yeah, and it's great for the environment. I know in my house we get lots of boxes for stock and all that sort of stuff. And when I started playing with the tools with my girls, they built this little car for their pet wombats. Well, not real wombats, but wombat teddies. And it was rubbish that we're just going to throw out and put into the recycling. And they've created all these really cool things, and they just don't want to get rid of them. It's like their pride possession of this thing that they built.
Yeah.
So love the product. So if we think back of when we first started working together. I think it was about 9 months ago. I'd love to hear, where was the business at that stage when you started working together compared to where it is now?
So at this stage, we were experiencing growth at a certain level. And when we started looking for support, we were looking for dev expertise and improve our site and the user experience, and also help with like technical issues that we didn't have any knowledge in-house to deal with. Yeah, so this is where I guess the pain occurred. And yeah, we looked at different options, agencies, boutique ones, but also like larger agencies. And yeah, and in you we found not only, I guess, support for development, but also like mentorship, which was really useful. And we did not really expect that. We were not really looking for that, but it's something that we got with you, and it felt like we had. Yeah, I guess we hit two birds with one rock, if
Yeah.
that's the expression in
Yeah.
English. But yeah, I is on the right one. But anyway, we managed to get a lot of value out of both, like expertise, I guess.
Yeah, it's really interesting when you say that. And that's sort of how the whole program started was we were a Shopify support agency and doing a lot of agency pieces and fixing websites. But what we realized was that people think that's what they need. And yes, it is certainly part of it, but it's actually all the other things that go into it and how they all work together. So that's what we love about our program is that you might come for the development work, but realize you actually need some more strategy, or you need to think about your forecasting or your numbers or everything like that. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that's what you realized when you landed with us. That's
Yeah,
really nice.
and definitely obviously help the decision, because with an agency, often you get an account manager that is not necessarily skillful enough, or, like it's your contact, and with you, we manage to have, yeah, I guess direct value and one-on-one, great, I guess insight and quality input, straight away, which to me was a massive benefit, and one of the reasons why we decided to work with you in the first place.
Awesome, man. Glad to hear that. If we think about the time we have been working together from, I guess, where you started to where you are now, what's been some of the key highlights and even some of the results that you guys have gotten?
I guess the highlights, I mean, we've worked together for what, 8 months, I
Mm,
think. And so much happened during those 8 months. So we started in August, which was before Q4. So just before the curve really, and getting ready. So we definitely, I guess one of the highlight was, getting prepared for that, building the audience together. So there were a few strategies that we've been putting in place that were like your suggestions or I found on your community on the content or through the community. So definitely like having like those ideas was really helpful and have the support, knowing that we could also need or have support implementing them. Things like basic things, but like, like way of doing upsells or like, structure to implement it. Not that we didn't think about it. It was just like in a way helping to make it happen, and have a bit of a structure, a framework. Because I think everyone knows to sell online. You can find a lot of resources. It's really about learning but there is also like the application phase. So definitely, going through this phase together and seeing the result and making sure that the machine was running and having the confidence that, if we had any issue that we would have like support from your dev team or you to get it fixed was really, really, yeah, helpful when the sales was so big. Yeah, I guess yeah, the highlights was that when we got the revenue coming and the results coming and the effectiveness of what we've been implementing. It's been a teamwork really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've been great to like, you've been a star student as well. And I say this to everyone, like you are all star students because we ask you to do something and you do it and you get the results. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
So speaking of results, what sort of growth have you seen over the journey with us? Like what sort of percentage growth are you seeing in your business now?
I mean, I don't even have any number, but it's kind of it's probably like time 1,000%. It's really it's amazing. Like it's
Yeah.
like there is no yeah, and there are many reasons why. Like it's you can't give the credit to
Mm,
one tool or one person. Like everyone has been working towards that throughout the year, and the weight of the I guess of the credit is really spread.
absolutely.
But the reality is that every single person had an impact and can take I guess like credit and pride in those results. Definitely. I mean, in terms of growth, yeah, it's been really crazy. It's been coming from every end, like all the partnerships we've done throughout the year as well, and like building the audience, but also like having all the retargeting set up, all the email,
Mm,
like doing well, the SEO being tidy, like people being able to search, and like all this like customer experience, like really being like steady and good was like definitely helped getting those results,
mm,
like sort of like amplified. We had like great conversion rate. The cost per acquisition was about like $4. So everything just like worked out
yeah.
perfectly.
Yeah.
And I think, like the fact that we had like being able to jump in if there was an issue, there was something happening with stock. I mean, we implemented markets together, which was pretty huge. And I actually did not mention it, but that also was definitely one of the highlights because we were able to put that in place fairly quickly and with the confidence that if something was not working, you would be able to come in and try to fix it. Um, and we went from having like 4 stores to one, and all the sales were happening on this one store.
Mm,
So this brand experience was also like was also more streamlined, whether you were in Australia or in the US. And so or from anywhere in the world, it was the same experience, and long term that also has effect. So yeah, there's definitely this growth we had in this specific period, but also like the long term work we've done.
yeah, I love that. And I think it's a testament to the way you think about surrounding yourself with the right people, whether it's in your team, whether it's with partners, whether it's with vendors or whatever it is, and making sure that you get everyone on the right trajectory and the right path and everyone buys into it and
Yeah,
leveraging the right people for the right skill set. That's what I noticed that you guys
yeah,
do really well is, not trying to do everything yourself, making sure that you got the right people in the right roles to get that result. And that's definitely what's seen your growth.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. And like if we were trying to get, some highlight and some like key points, like, like the mindset is obviously key in this. You need to be open-minded, you need to be able to listen to others, receive ideas, interpret them. Like, is it good for our business? Is it not? Is this working for us? Is it on brand? Is it off? What can we do to make it work? And it's all like, yeah, it's really you need to be humble in this whole
Mm,
process and be able to listen to advice and put your ego on the side and not try to yeah, to try to do it in your own way, because there are so many ways of doing marketing and there are so many resources online. It's all open. It's just a matter of like making it happen. So yeah, being surrounded by the right people with the right mindset, and the right skill set, obviously, like definitely have positive impact on your business, and that's an important decision to make.
Yeah, you've definitely unlocked sort of that leveraging growth with other people's skills.
Yeah.
So, thinking about sort of, you just mentioned like resources and everything that's out there, and there's this wave of information. So we've tried to put that all into a program which we call the e-commerce operating system. So, is there one standout strategy or framework or something that we have taught in the program that you'd be like, yeah, that's a highlight for us if it's really changed our business?
I did go through, participated to the sessions and looked at videos. So I did learn about SEO, definitely optimize the pages. And that was really comprehensive. We did start the lead competition, which has been
Hmm.
really working well, like still running today, and like very interesting cost per lead, and great engagement post competition as well. So that is a strategy that is really working and helping us like building the audience throughout the year, which is something we only started late last year, but we really have great responses already right now, and that will be great for next Q4. So that is a strategy that is still running, with the resources easy to, like to have everything in place on a single piece of document,
Mm,
able to pick and choose. That's just like it's really it's support,
yeah.
and it's quality support. And when you're a marketer and you have so many options, that definitely helps, and helps the decision making. Yeah.
Love it. So, what is the future for Makedo? What's your plans for the next few years? What on the current trajectory that you guys are on? You're on your way to the moon, to the Mars, to as far as who knows where it can take you. What's what's next?
Yeah, well, I guess what's next? I mean, we still have a lot of performance marketing to run. We still need to be aggressive and try to penetrate the market, but I'm excited for the next steps, building the brand, and really like convey our key messages
Mm,
to our audience, and we really want them to understand the power of make do, and upcycling cardboard, reusing the tools. It's a purchase for the years, and it's a durable product, and we want people to realize that, and we want people to use it in family events, and in a variety of situations, and that will happen through, yeah, long-term campaigns and
mm,
branding. So that's what we are looking forward to. And then in terms of like, yeah, market shares, I mean, we don't put any limits to ourselves. We really want to be ideally, like in the Lego space, and
hmm.
one of the brands that, have like really great awareness, and are recognized as, like a good toy. So that's the final aim, I guess. But yeah, we're also working on product development, and we really want to make sure that we are building like a sustainable brand, and brand that will
Yeah.
last. So yeah, these are our goals. Lots of
Mm. Just sounds like it's building on the great foundations you already have and just keep seeing how far it can go. I love that.
Yeah.
Excellent. One last question for you, and it's just for the people, I guess, that might be watching this video, and they're probably watching it because they're considering joining. Maybe they're sitting on the fence. What advice would you give to someone who is umming and ahhing about whether they should work with us or not?
Well, if you want to take your business to the next step, working with you is definitely a good decision to make. And the main reason is that as a business owner, and I've been a business owner before, I'm now head of marketing for Makedo, but I had my business before, and you think that you have all the answers. You think that you can do it yourself, and you have the knowledge to do it, and you probably do. But mostly what you're missing is like the mental support, and
Mm,
like the the confidence that you can actually do it. It's about, visualizing it, actually proving to yourself that you can do it. I think working with you, we did break a lot of, I guess, mental breaks, and give, the confidence to make it work, and having this community also present, and all other business owners like making it around you also like helps, like, yeah, picturing yourself actually doing it. Yeah, that would be my main reason why, you should actually get on this journey.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And hopefully someone else that's listening appreciates as well. I think the community we build and being with like-minded people and making sure, sometimes we're in our own little worlds if we're a solopreneur, and having other people that are going through the same thing as you is really powerful. So I love that. Hey, Johan, thank you so much for your time. Like, I know how busy you guys are scaling your business to the moon. And I really appreciate you taking the time out and working together with us. It's been lots of fun. And yeah, no doubt we'll be talking soon. Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure.